Hi, welcome to the very first Inner Circle of 2016. I hope you all had a wonderful new year. I worked. It should be a wonderful year. We're going to elect a new president. It's a leap year and more District 13. I am your host, Greg Chance. Once again, it would appear that I'm going to be the host. Just get used to it. Spoiler alert, this takes place after episode 8. So if you haven't seen 8 yet, go watch 8. But watch 1 through 7 too. Watch all of them, preferably in order. In this episode of the Inner Circle, I'm going to have 2 one-on-one interviews. One. Me and someone else. One. The first one's going to be with Anthony Rotella, talking about stuff. And the second one will be with Darcie Hannigan, talking about the infamous burial scene. Which reminds me, I should probably go and bury her. Wait, cut. Darcie! All right, I have Darcie Hannigan, Rebecca Burrows here for an interview. Hi.
Hi.
All right, we're gonna go right into it. Describe your character, Rebecca Burrows. You know, how's she different from you and everything, and tell us a little bit about her.
Okie dokie. Well, I think we're all pretty much aware right now that Rebecca Burrows is a witch.
Really?
For real.
Didn't see that.
Spoiler alert. But
I'm
yeah.
not supposed to know that.
Oh, I'm coughing. Apologies.
Right?
No, I'm dead.
Okay.
She is a witch. She's pretty, it's like kind of pretty, business-like, matter of fact. She likes to, get shit done, but she's friendly. She's really friendly with her coworkers, or her underlings, or whatever they are. And,
Good word.
she's like the least powerful of all of her underlings. But yeah,
That's funny, actually.
she's like the most squishy out of all of them.
Yes, she could be destroyed in many ways.
Oh yeah, but she's very friendly with them. She likes to keep a good relationship with them. Make sure everyone's needs are being met, even the ones that don't really have needs. And so she's a good boss. She's a fun person to work with, and she likes to keep the trains running on time, so to speak. She wants to make sure that everything is on the up and up, things are being kept secret, and everyone's doing their jobs, but obviously the people that she works with make it really, really hard
Yes,
for
I can
her
only
to
imagine
do that. So her life is very difficult. I mean, not even the nature of the crimes and everything that happens in District 13 notwithstanding, just the personalities of the people in the station and all of their baggage is just a pain to deal with. She as far as the characters that I've played before, she's definitely the closest to me, I think. I've played a lot of like wild people.
I remember this.
Yeah, very like outrageous people, and in a way, I think it's easier to play outrageous because you're just going nuts and it's fun. When you're trying to be more real, I guess it's a little bit harder because you got to make sure it's real.
It's gotta be subtle, but not like too much.
Yeah. You don't want it to be like, all right, you're trying too hard.
Yeah.
Which is sad. But I think that her mindset in regard to how things should get done is very similar to mine. So in that way, it's easy. But I don't have to juggle as much as she does in my life. So that's very helpful.
As a writer for the show too, do you write for yourself, or do you like not want to do that?
I do write for myself. I think that I very rarely write for Samael. Dustin writes for Samael.
So you guys just do yourself?
Exclusively, yes, we do.
Okay.
He writes for Rebecca more than I write for him, just because he writes more than I do. But
like what about like dialogue?
In any scene that we're writing together, like for example, it's Rebecca and Vince in a scene, not necessarily Rebecca and Samael. I will always write Rebecca's dialogue, and he will always be the other person.
Gotcha.
Where in scenes with maybe multiple people, like Sam, Rebecca, Vince, and Alex, I'll be the girls and he'll be the boys. And that's not necessarily because I can't write for boys, but because that's just...
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just wondered about you guys specifically. I can speak. I just didn't know if you guys...
Yeah, we do. We do write all our own dialogue. So it's fun.
I'm going to start writing mine. Just describe your relationship with the other characters Maybe like not just the scary people, but us too, and you as an actress with the other actors.
Yes. Well, like I said, Rebecca tries to get along with everybody.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, her relationship with Sam is closer to a friendship. Friendships with demons are kind of like different than they are with regular people, but it's sort of like it's more than an I promise not to kill you, but it's kind of like I will look out for you, and assuming that you will look out for me, even though she can't, so she's kind of like his pet, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how
Teacher's pet.
I don't even know how that friendship works, but they're obviously closer, and they kind of understand each other in a weird way.
Do they?
Kind of. I don't know. But
moving on.
Anyway, but yeah, with people like Vince and Alex and all of them, especially with people that are kind of like damaged, like Vince is, she really wants what's best for them, and she wants them to have, the best life that they possibly can. So it's more than just a boss to a coworker. It's sort of like friend to friend. I really want you to be successful in your life and to be happy. Like for people with Vince, it's harder to be happy.
It is.
Alex, it's kind of like a girl thing. Like, we're buddies, and, Alex's personality is so infectious that it's hard to not be friends with her.
Yes.
So, I think that she tries her best to understand everybody and get along with...
What about the actors? Like you and us here.
Well, we've just been doing this for so long. And in so many different ways. It's not just, like... normal like it is now. We've been acting back before there were scripts or plots.
You just kind of got a few things to say off camera, and then we just went
just make sure you talk about the crime and then just do whatever you want. So we learned how to ad-lib with each other before we learned how to actually act.
Yeah, before we really knew each other, we knew our acting styles.
Yeah, and we have developed these bizarre, complex relationships and memes and jokes that it's just so, natural. But then when we have to integrate new people. And obviously, personalities, sometimes they clash, sometimes they mix. But almost entirely, everyone, when someone new has come in, just got along. And it's been fun.
Yeah. You got buried in a box in the ground. Can you first talk about where that idea came from, and then how it actually, what it was like acting in it?
Okay.
As a writer, where did it come from?
For the record, no one actually buried me underground in a box. I probably would have allowed that. Because I'm dumb. But no, I'm not claustrophobic, so I could have done that. But, actually, I didn't come up with that idea at all. That had nothing to do with me. It was just one of those things where, Dustin comes up to me, it's like, we're burying you alive. I'm like, all right, yeah. Cool.
Get in the box.
Yeah, all right, that's, just tell me what to do. So that was just one of those things that had just nothing to do with my,
I want to try this.
I didn't develop that at all. But we definitely needed to create some kind of, stressful moment for Rebecca. She needed to be out of commission for the purposes of the plot that we were trying to do, and we wanted her to encounter something that isn't her office. Get out of the chair.
Go into the box. So how did that go? You obviously didn't actually get buried alive. You were still here. What went into that?
Okay. Well, we had to build a box out of just crap wood. Thanks, Lowe's. And
our new sponsor.
Yes. And we needed a box and a hole. The box had to go in the hole. I did not have to go in the box in the hole. I went in the hole. I went in the box. All three
so
were
they
not
shot it separate.
Yes.
I was only there for one day of filming for that. I didn't see too much of it.
Yes, I had to. The first thing that had to happen is I had to fall into the box in the hole.
That I was there for. I saw.
That said, if the box had been in the hole when I fell in, if I'd actually fallen into the box, so say we got an overhead shot and it was me falling into the box in the hole, there was a very good chance that I would have hit one of the edges of the box and just cut the crap out of myself, gotten 1,000 splinters.
Were you actually handcuffed?
Yes, when I fell in I was. So I just fell in the dirt hole, and then we didn't show the box. So it was.
Oh, I see. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was less likely for me to like seriously injure myself. Like it's a hole. I can only hurt myself so much on dirt.
Yes.
And I was handcuffed when I fell in, and I was terrified. I mean, it was like a 2-foot drop. No.
Yeah, you can't stop.
It wasn't even a 2 foot. I don't know. I was just. I was
one
like.
For the team. Do they have a mat in there?
We did have a mat. Yes. Okay. And because there were rocks and everything. What I didn't notice until I fell in and was laying in the hole, handcuffed and unable to move, was that it was filled with ants.
Oh.
So I looked and I was like, oh, this hole is moving. And that's because there's ants in it. So that was...
Either I'm moving or it's moving.
And then after I noticed that, I had to fall in the hole like 2 more times. So that made it like... Really,
that's unfortunate.
Really stressful. But the time that I was in the box was outside of the hole. The hole was filled in. We were done with the hole. And I was handcuffed and I had to lay in this box and struggle. Once the lid went on, it became very, very hot. It was like closing in on 90 degrees in the box.
How did they film, like, you inside the box when it closed?
We used a GoPro. And we had never used the GoPro before. He had it for like months before we ever used it for anything.
Okay.
So, that just kind of like was deposited in the box, and my job was to struggle and scream and kick and not break the box or die of heat stroke. So, and the GoPro caught that very well. It looked very nice.
Did you succeed?
I did not, in fact, die of heat stroke.
So, Dahlia. She's caused some problems. Discuss. Let's talk about her.
Okay.
She's done some bad stuff.
Yeah, she sucks.
Agreed.
Yeah, she.
We love Sam, but her character really pisses us off.
Yeah, she's bad. I never, it was the first time I'd acted with her, out in the yard with the hole. And she was very nice. She's lovely. Everyone that comes onto the show is lovely. They're just fantastic people.
We cut the bad ones. They don't make it on the camera.
They do not. But yeah, so, she was very sinister. The way that she did things, because when you have someone new, you never know how they're gonna play the character. And she did it, like, exactly the way that I hoped that she would, and it was a lot of fun.
Did you write her?
Hating her. Dahlia. I think so. I never remember what I wrote, but I'm pretty sure I wrote Dahlia.
Okay.
For, like, most, if not all of it. But, yeah, I tend to specialize in witchy, magical folk and girls.
Seems to be your thing.
Yeah, so...
You're all of those things.
She is also all of those things, so, yeah, I seem to remember doing, Dahlia's stuff. So I guess, some of the scenes with Dahlia and I were exclusively written by me, which rarely happens. But it's...
Ooh, excuse me. Sorry. I'm human. Unlike you. Relax.
It's a lot of fun to do. So, yeah, things. Words.
Things, words. Okay. I'm going to quote that. So who is your favorite person to act with so far? And who would you like to see yourself act with in the future? Answer the first part first, and the second part second.
Okay. Thank you, SAT.
No.
I don't want to be like... It sucks, because my favorite person to act with, I actually get a pass out of saying Anthony because I've never acted with him. If I had acted with him and I didn't say that, he would be really mean.
There'd be pencils thrown across the room.
Yeah, he would throw things at me.
Like he's been doing all day.
So I don't have to say Anthony. But
no, but
anyway. No, I don't wanna...
I'm sorry, that's just awesome.
Okay,
Can we restart this segment, please?
Oh no, it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be like an ass kisser. But
Mwah.
my favorite person to act with is behind the camera. It's Dustin. Because he's like he's the first person I interacted with in regard to like filming at all, and we write together so often and talk about writing and act together and have acted together so often that the way that we work together is just intuitive. Like it doesn't require a whole lot of thought. Like, he could be thinking something about how we're going to do a scene, and I could be thinking it, and we don't have to actually, like, communicate because we already know.
You made it together.
Yeah, like, we already know how something's going to go. So the scenes that we have together go very, very quickly in regard to filming-wise. They just happen, like, pretty fast.
You know how you guys are going to act because you've already done it.
Yeah. I mean, and it's not just writing it. It's just the fact that we've just been acting for so long, we know how each other operates. So it's easy and it's efficient and it's a lot of fun. So I enjoy that. Who do I want to act with more in the future?
Yes. As far as either your character's development or just you as an actress want to be with someone else on camera.
Okay, actually, the answer to both of those questions is the same. Character-wise, one of my favorite characters is Lucifer. I really like it. He's just so posh and so, like, ridiculous. I love Lucifer, and I love Lucifer. And,
yeah, I love Lucifer. It's going to be a new show.
Yes. And, I really want to just, like, interact with him because I don't, like, as a writer, I personally don't know if Rebecca would like him or hate him or both. I feel like she would, like, find him very charming, but would, like, be like, you're annoying. But he's getting better now. He's becoming, like, less shitty. So, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
like
he's,
him more.
you know, Lucifer, and he's gonna be
gonna
fried and shitty forever.
Lucifer gonna be Lucifer, but, like, he will, but, like, no, I
Still
think...
on souls.
I know, but I really think I would like to have scenes with him just because I don't know how they would work plot development wise, but they would just be fun, so I want to do that. And
It always boosts your acting because he's so professional.
No.
Like, it makes you want to do a better job.
It's so much fun.
He really, it's amazing.
And that's what I mean, like, acting, like, with a person, I mean, I've acted with Mike Franz before. He was a villain, and I was, like, the not quite villain. I don't know what I was. I wasn't a villain, but, and he was, like, my arch enemy, and it was just super duper fun to do. Like, just, like, getting up in my face and threatening my life, and it was just, like, I'm so scared of you, and it was so great. I love working with it. Especially because, like, there was a scene back in the day, you probably remember, you might have been there, where, like, I was, like, handcuffed to a pole.
This pole.
That pole, yeah.
I remember that.
And, he was, like, kind of, like, trying to get me to join his evil cause or whatever. And he was super intimidating and scary and all that stuff. And then, like, immediately after the scene, he's like, oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
Did I hurt you? I'm like,
you're like, no, you're fine.
Like,
I do remember that day.
Dude, you're good. It's fine.
It's such a...
He's precious.
Yes, those are not my words. I don't say that kind of thing. Talk about this scene with your family when you were... Your family.
So, with Dustin's family.
With Dustin's family.
Yes.
It was literally his entire family.
Pretty much, I just was adopted by his family, like, in character, I guess.
You look just like him.
Like, nothing like any of them at all. But, like, not even remotely. Yeah, and that's the kind of I mean, I hope nobody cares that that's entirely unbelievable that I'm related to any of those people.
It's TV.
Yeah.
But, like, talk about, like, the scene itself, what was going on, and I heard someone cooked a full dinner.
Oh my god, yeah, so...
I heard that, but I'm not...
So, we had a scene where it was supposed to be a Christmas dinner, and...
Okay.
It didn't have to be that serious. Like, like, literally just have food on plates. It can be friggin' mac and cheese. Like, we could have explained that off as, like, we're cheap. I don't know, like, but...
This is what witches have.
Yeah, like, really. But... I go to his grandparents' house, and...
Is that where it was?
Yes. It was at his grandparents' house, and his grandparents are actually supposed to be my aunt and, like, uncle. And his mom is my mom.
Yes, I know.
And so it's a Christmas dinner. We're doing this scene in, I think, like, October or something like that. And all the Christmas decorations are out. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I was in, like, friggin' Winter Wonderland. Like, and all the Christmas decorations are out. And there's, like, a friggin', like, turkey cooking or some kind of, like, poultry. And there's mashed potatoes and vegetables. And, like, I'm like, what the She's like, well, we're doing Christmas dinner, so I thought I would make it, like, a Christmas dinner. And I'm like,
Good fucking budgeting.
Like, okay.
Just cook everything, and we'll film some of it.
Like, there was literally, like, I'm pretty sure there was, like, cranberry sauce, and there was wine. Like, what the... So, she definitely went more above and beyond than I think anybody has ever gone on this show. So, shout out to Dustin's grandparents. Like, Jeez, they're like, that was the wildest thing I'd ever experienced. And,
Was the food good?
yes!
That's all that matters.
Like, I got to, like, actually eat this food. It wasn't like there was no scenes in which I actually, like, I was eating the shit out of it. And,
Eating the shit out of it.
yeah, and I definitely, you know, I had to keep sipping wine, and we obviously had to do the take over and over again, so.
Is that why you're messing up?
So there was, like, a lot of, like, wine drinking, and I'm sorry.
Probably not a good idea.
I've done it before. But, no, his family is a lot of fun to work with. Especially his mom, which is kind of weird because, like, normally you think it would be awkward to, like, work with somebody's mom and, like, have to pretend they're your mom. Like, but I don't know why. I just kind of get along with her.
I agree with that. I had a scene with her in the last show that was one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, I don't know. She's just super friendly. Like, she's so much fun. And, you know, we've hung out.
We don't get many extras that are actually really good.
Yeah.
Like, it was very surprised. I remember when I acted with her, I was very surprised how good she was.
Yeah. She, like, I feel like his entire family has a tendency to, like, go above and beyond with, like, these scenes.
The film.
They're
Like,
really good.
Well, they know how much we do into it. So, this has been an enjoyable period of time in which we have spoken. I hope to do it again eventually. This has been... Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I thought I was going to fart and I didn't want it to be on camera. But it went away. That would have really interrupted what I was saying. Okay. Let's try that again. I didn't want to just fart. Okay, I have... Can we all shut the fuck up for a second?
Jew!
Call me a Jew? You know what? Fuck you, Darcie.
You are a Jew. Do the scene. Whatever the fuck this is. Do it.
Alright, I've enjoyed this interview with you, Darcie, Hannigan. Stay tuned for another one with someone else that we've already filmed, but I'm not sure which one you're gonna see. I hope it's good. I'm in it. It should be good. And scene. Was I too cocky? Alright. This is Anthony Rotella. He plays... Well, introduce yourself.
Like you said, I am Anthony Rotella. I play the Archangel Raphael on District 13. And that's all I play. Oh, I guess I'm also co-producer and a director.
And a camera person. Cinematographer, I believe is the term.
I do a lot.
He does a
Not
lot.
as much as Dustin. I'm like number 3 on things of doing. 3 or 4. I'm up there.
We all do quite a bit. We all double as casting crew. The first thing you people are probably going to notice is that something's missing in the hair department. Would you care to tell us all what this is?
Well, this is my stunt double.
It looks just like you.
Thank you. We have the same definition of the chin. Actually, for the first, I believe it's going to be... For most of the season, I have my hair. Natural hair, long hair, beautiful hair. Okay? And then I had to cut it because I had a job interview, and I like to have it short and professional. Don't get me wrong, I love my hair.
Did you get the job?
I did.
Good.
I'm great. Anyway. And I cut it not as short as it is now. That was another haircut. But
you had quite a few in the last year.
I had 2. Alright, so after the first haircut, I had this so we can have continuity. This is a woman, I think. Anyway, she has my beautiful hair on. So I wear this as Raphael now so I can continue to have my flowing locks. It's not as beautiful as my actual hair, but it's a okay copy.
It looks pretty good. So talk about your attire when you are Raphael. Does that cross, like, weigh your neck down? Does that hurt? It's pretty big.
The cross I don't even notice, so I don't feel like it's weighing down.
Like, it's big. I mean, maybe it's because you're wearing like a white shirt, so it kind of stands out more. But it looks like it looks heavy. I've actually never held it in. It's probably around here somewhere. But talk about your attire. You also have, like, your...
I have a strict uniform. I don't believe that's not true. There was one time where I wore the suit jacket for the dinner scene, but outside of that, I believe I've only worn my actual paramedic uniform.
Real quick, that might have been the best scene in the show so far.
I know.
Keep going.
I did great.
in my
So did
opinion.
Dustin. Anyway.
Pretty great. So,
But I, like Dustin, who's generally pretty consistent with his clothing, but that's his actual clothing.
On and
That's
off
what
the
he
camera?
wears. Yes. I do not wear that off the camera, but at least mine is consistent. I don't have to worry about what I'm wearing when I come here. The only thing I will generally pay attention to what my shoes are. I have very white shoes that I wear generally. Sometimes I don't, but I'm usually on it.
tell us the story about the time you went into Wawa dressed as the Archangel, the paramedic.
Well, we were on our way to a shoot in the city, and we were all hungry, so we had to stop and get some food. And I went in there completely. I didn't care. I wanted my food. And I may have gotten a look or two, but I don't think they noticed anything out of the ordinary.
What were you actually in? Like,
I was in my straight up uniform: the white jacket, the brown tan pants. I may have been wearing the cross at that point. I guess I didn't even notice that. But that's okay. I was a religious man then.
So, speaking of religion, there you go. Good segue. Thank you. Tell me about playing the Archangel. What is it like? What are the? Do you like being on the unofficial good side of? Even though there's no good and evil
It's
in
the
our
good
world,
side.
but what
Cheer for
most
me.
people would perceive as the good side.
Cheer for Raphael.
Do you enjoy being that?
Yes. I am a great person, I believe, in real life, so I can portray that on camera. Also, I've already done the crazy, evil, wicked person, so this is the exact opposite of what I've done in the past, which is good to switch it up.
You help people now.
I have
opposed to
a wide
blow them up.
range between incredible crazy murderer and incredible healer of people.
You're quite an actor. Just in case anyone does not know, in our previous show, The System, he played a murdering lunatic who used to create bombs and blow people up. He targeted all of us in one way or another, multiple times.
I have the highest death count, I think.
And as an actor, he actually played the most dead bodies. After his character was killed on the show, he was always behind the camera. So he was always on set. So he would play dead bodies or play extras.
I
And he
was
killed
the extra.
a lot of times.
I was the extra. I believe there was one episode where there was 4 or 5 separate Anthony deaths. So if you see a body falling, it's me.
Or
And I probably got hurt in the process, like a lamp falling on me.
That was the best day ever.
Which one?
The one where the lamp fell on top of you.
That was...
No, I mean the one that was on the ceiling that fell like a minute after you fell and the camera happened to catch it.
Yes.
It was pretty awesome. Once again, awesome segue. You started out behind the camera on The System, and you've gotten a lot better, I must say. Not much better, but... No, I'm only kidding. Talk about...
I was perfection from the start. Except for that time I shook. But you guys didn't notice because it was Greg.
I noticed.
But it was you.
Okay. But you're directing on District 13. Talk about what it's like, having hold of the camera, and you're saying a scene when Dustin's in makeup or another way,
Mm-hmm.
unable to do that.
Generally, I have a checklist in my head of, number of shots we're going to need, a number of inserts. I try and keep my eyes out for just any little thing I can get on, and I will devise the quickest plan to get all the shots we can, because, people have time. So I don't want to be here till 4 a.m. sometimes, and I have class at 8. So if we can get it done, efficiency, that is the key. So checklist of all the things we can do as quickly as possible, and if we can play around and make it look pretty, that is also a goal of mine.
Who is your favorite person to work a camera with? There's usually 2 cameras running. Who's your favorite person to be on the opposite end?
John Raffici. John is what I am not behind the camera. Sorry, Chris, but
No, it's
I
alright.
am
Just talk.
bare basic, and I'm not. Sorry.
No, just talk to them. I'm done.
Okay. I'll be hosting from now on. Alright.
You're no Liam Neeson.
Correct. Anyway, I am not as creative behind the camera as John is, and I have specific shots that I do very well, but I don't think outside the box like John can. So between the two of us, I think we have the greatest range of creativity plus efficiency.
I think your best shots are one where the camera doesn't move at all. Like what?
I would like it not to move. That means I was
mean,
very
like when
still.
you just have one shot, you usually don't mess those up too bad. So what about just directing in general? Like when you're controlling a scene.
I like to call action. I don't like anyone else to be scattering. I want to be able to control the set and make sure everyone knows when things are going to get going. Back to that efficiency. People are scurrying or talking, or people are behind the set doing whatever they got to do to get ready. I want it to be clean, and I try and control. I'm very controlling. But usually it doesn't need to be me, so people don't have to get too angry.
Who's your favorite person to slate you?
To slate me?
When you're on camera?
Greg, you are the best slater I've ever known.
As the Archangel, there are other angels. John McCall plays Metatron. What is your, how do you feel working with him?
I love John, but I hate working with him because he plays his character so well. It's because he's like the antithesis of me in a way that he is very playful and nonchalant about everything he goes, and I try to be serious as Raphael, and he does a great job of destroying that world for me, and I don't know how to react, and it's frustrating, and I enjoy it, but it's angry.
Who would you say angers you more, him or Samael?
Samael has the well, I have to be angry with Samael.
Talk about working with Dustin.
Dustin?
Because
I have to yell a lot with Dustin, and I'm not the best at yelling. And I don't believe I've had up to this point 2 scenes. Up to the point where you've seen 2 scenes with Dustin, and I've yelled in both. And I believe that is a trend that will continue. And I am not. Raphael as a character is not someone who generally yells, except for when he gets riled up because there is a demon who poisons society next to him.
I'm not Samael. Don't look at me like that. I do sense some tension between your character and Samael. Why is that?
Samael helped institute free will for humans.
What an asshole.
Nah, yeah,
Have you met Mammon? I have very much... Don't touch me. I have very much enjoyed... Can we do this, please? Sure. I have very much enjoyed interviewing you. It's been a lot of fun.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it was great.
Okay.
We
You
learned
did
a lot
an okay
about
job.
we learned a lot about Anthony.
I hope you portrayed me in the right way.
Don't kick me.
My footsies.
We'll play footsies later.
I'm your new host. Thanks for watching. Well,
Let's try this from the beginning.
you'll get something cool now. I don't know. He planned this.
Okay. Very much enjoyed interviewing you. Always good fun. Anthony Rotella, director, camera guy, Archangel.
Lord of Things.
Lord of things.